You've got a surprise witness today.
Who? Yesterday it was me, today it's Steph.
Isha takes a terrible picture.
I thought he'd done a bunk.
Oh, we've obviously caught up with him.
You going off to the court today?
Yeah.
Oh, that's handy. You can give me a lift.
I thought you were reopening the post office.
Emily can do that. I'm not missing the return of Dr. Death.
Keep us informed with any developments, sir.
Perhaps today I'll go back to him.
Have you seen this?
That's all we need.
Well, I hope you're proud of yourselves.
Just doing my job, love.
Isn't that what Hitler's henchman said?
Well, I hope you've got a little something tucked up your sleeve.
The most important thing to do is not to panic.
Easy for you to say.
We don't know what your husband's got planned, so until we do, you've got to stay calm, Steph.
Do as Miss Process says.
Well, I'll do my best, Dad.
Besides, let's try and keep positive about this. I had a good think last night. Your husband testifying could be a good thing.
Well, you've changed your tune. I thought you said it was for the best if we couldn't find him.
That would have been preferable, yes. But I think we can turn his appearance to your advantage.
Oh? How?
From what I've heard about Adam Forsyth, he tells a lot of lies.
That's an understatement.
I wondered if you fancied dinner tonight. Nothing fancy.
Oh, sorry, I can't. Other plans.
Can't you break them?
No, I can't.
You're annoyed with me, aren't you?
Why would I be annoyed?
Because I snapped at you yesterday for taking a mickey out of Edna.
I overstepped the mark. You made that quite clear.
Rosemary.
I shall try and make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
Oh, this is turning into a circus.
Yeah, well, some people just don't know when to keep their nose out.
Should be good today, shouldn't it?
Thanks for coming, Viv, showing your support.
Well, you know me. I like to do my bit.
Eric?
Congratulations. What successful opening to your trial.
What are you playing at?
What's up, Steph? You look rattled.
You must have found Adam weeks ago.
Of course we did. 3 to be precise.
So why didn't you inform my brief?
And ruin the moment in court? I don't think so.
You're really enjoying this, aren't you?
It's always good to see the guilty brought to justice.
Do you know, I couldn't agree with you more. That's why Adam should be in the dock and not me.
Listen, love. When your husband's finished in there today, the jury's gonna have no alternative but to find you guilty.
It'll take a better liar than Adam to bring me down.
I wouldn't bank on it.
No, what do you do? No Olympics. No accidents.
Where's Mark?
He's gone to the shop to get some lollies with Del. Did you manage to get hold of the hotel?
They were very understanding.
Right, understanding enough to give us back our deposit. I'm so sorry about this.
Oh, don't worry about it. I mean, you love seeing the kids, and you were gutted last time you left.
Maybe we could have a few days out, you know, go to the zoo, that kind of thing.
Hi. I think we've got a problem.
Now what? Oh, my... Okay, please tell me you've painted them on. No? Good, good.
I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I shall give
bold as
shall be
brass.
the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
That'll be a first.
You please state your name for the benefit of the jury.
Adam Forsyth.
And you are the estranged husband of the defendant.
That's correct.
Could you tell the court why the two of you split up?
It's really quite complicated. When I first met Steph, I was aware that she was... how can I put this? Fragile.
Fragile?
She'd suffered serious mental health problems in the past.
Thank you. Please continue, Mr. Forsyth.
But she assured me that after receiving treatment, she was fully recovered. Unfortunately for me, I believed her.
The two of you were happy?
Very, at first. But that all changed when her brother turned up in the village. She became very tense. Things really came to a head when she accused her brother of sexually abusing her when they were children. He strenuously denied the allegations, said she was up to her old tricks again. Even her father refused to believe it. Shortly afterwards, Terence disappeared and, well, that's when she really started to lose the plot.
Lose the plot?
She accused me of trying to poison her. As you're aware, that's one of the classic signs of paranoia. She told her father that...
Please continue, Mr. Forsyth.
Well, it sounds ludicrous now, but... She told her father that she and I had murdered Terence and hidden his body in the woods. I mean, that's not just ludicrous, it's downright psychopathic.
Then what happened?
Her father, myself, and two neighbors, Betty Eagleton and Marlon Dingle, went with her into the woods. She said we'd find the body there.
And of course we all know that they didn't.
Of course not. After that trip into the woods, well, it all became too much for me. I tried to understand, to help my wife, but I was wasting my time. I realized I'd married a barefaced liar who was capable of anything.
Thanks for coming out.
No problem.
It's chicken pox, innit?
Didn't take 5 years at medical school to work that out. Now, have you all had it?
I have.
Me too. Donna?
Yeah, when I was tiny. Dead itchy.
That's good. Believe me, you don't want to get shingles.
Right, so, what do we do?
You wait for it to run its course. I'll write you a prescription for some calamine lotion. That'll help soothe the rash.
Right then. Come on then, kids. Who wants a burger?
Well, it'll have to be takeaway, I'm afraid. Chickenpox is highly contagious. They should only come into contact with people who've already had it. All 4 children are going to have to be quarantined.
Val's going to love this.
Mr. Forsyth. Or should that be Dr. Forsyth?
Mr. will be fine.
That's right. You were struck off by the General Medical Council in 1991 for hitting a child, weren't you? Mr. Forsyth, would you tell me how you got here today?
I'm sorry?
Was it on the bus? The train? Did you drive?
I fail to see what relevance that has.
Is that because you didn't want the jury to hear that you did in fact arrive in a prison van
My
because
lord.
you are currently facing trial for serious sexual assault?
It wasn't assault. I was merely performing routine examinations on patients.
When you weren't licensed to do so.
What Mr. Forsyth is or isn't charged with is not relevant to this case.
Please keep to the facts of this case, Miss Potter.
Mr. Forsyth, why should we believe anything you say?
I'm under oath. I wouldn't lie.
You passed yourself off as a doctor. Is that not a lie?
I lost my license to practice medicine because I made a mistake.
I'd say hitting a child is a pretty big mistake.
Yes, it is. And I bitterly regret it. And that's why I continued to practice. To make amends.
Make amends?
It was my way of righting my wrong.
Very admirable. So, you abide by your own sense of justice. Adam's law rather than British law.
I wouldn't put it quite like that.
Wouldn't you?
No.
I would. Is that why you murdered Terence Turner and are trying to blame your estranged wife?
I'm not trying to blame her. She told me she did it.
She told you she did it?
That's correct. In front of a witness.
What witness is this?
My ex-wife, Isla.
That's a lie!
Sit down, Mrs. Forsyth.
If you don't believe me, ask her yourself.
Cheryl, love.
Oh, yes, Mr. King.
Is Pearl not about?
I know it's a day off.
Only I need a favour. I don't suppose you could help me out, could you?
Go on, then.
You can cook, can't you?
Well, Ashley says he's never tasted dumplings like mine.
Just what I wanted to hear. How'd you fancy cooking a meal for two tonight? I'd do it myself, but I haven't got much time. Nothing fancy. I'll pay you, of course.
Oh, yes, I think I can manage that.
Oh, right.
Meal for two, you said?
That's right.
Lady friend, is it? Oh, what a stupid thing.
The defendant didn't confess to killing her brother, did she, Mr. Forsyth?
Yes, she did.
In fact, this is just another one of your many lies to try and save yourself, isn't it?
Save myself?
Yes.
I don't know what you mean.
I'll explain it then, shall I? You murdered Terence Turner in front of his sister and then tried to convince her she was losing her mind.
That's not true!
Miss Prosser.
You have told lie after lie after lie.
No, my lord!
When the net started to close in, you fled the country, leaving her to deal with the consequences of your, not her, actions.
That's rubbish!
And you've only come back now to give evidence so that you'll be looked on favourably in your own case for sexual assault.
That's all lies! She murdered Terence, not me! And it's not the first time.
Mr. Forsyth, you don't have to say anything else.
I want to. This needs to be said. She's killed before. Ask her about the disappearance of Shelley Williams.
You are missing an intriguing day. You'll never believe. Are you sitting down?
Things have turned out even better than I'd hoped. Do you think she'll be charged for 2 murders now?
You're talking rubbish, Bev. You all right?
Right.
Have you spoken with Steph? What did she say?
Right, who fancies a game?
Only if Uncle Moron plays.
Talk about being made to feel welcome. Yeah, thanks, Eric. Just keep us posted on any further developments. What are this lot still doing here?
Yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about that.
I agreed one night, and one night only.
There's been a development.
Mark, show Auntie Val your face.
Chickenpox.
Afraid so. We're all going to have to go into quarantine for a week.
Not in my pub, you don't.
You can't chuck us out.
Oh, you just watch us.
Oh.
Everything all right, Cheryl?
Yes, I think so, yes.
What's on the menu, then?
Right, well, we've got cream of broccoli soup to start. All we've got to do is heat the pan up. And then we've got potatoes and vegetables and rainbow trout for main. Yeah, and cheesecake for Pud. How's that sound?
Smashing, Cheryl.
Right. My name is not Cheryl.
Eh?
My name is not Cheryl.
When did you change it?
I didn't. It's never been Cheryl. It's Laurel. Laurel. Not that I've got anything against the name Cheryl. In fact, I quite like it. Cheryl Ladd was always my favourite Charlie's Angels. Not that she's part of the original cast, but anyway, forget it. If you want to call me Cheryl, that's fine. So, come on then, spill the beans. Who's a lucky lady? You're going to keep me guessing, aren't you? Aren't you?
Thank you for getting rid of the others, Peter.
Some people would do anything for a bit of gossip. She's finished. Now, don't you worry, love. We know there's no truth in what he said about Shelley.
Ah, the no debts that man won't sink to. And the prosecution will clearly do anything to frame you.
We had no idea Mr. Forsyth was going to bring up Miss Williams.
Oh, I bet you didn't.
We didn't. Got to admit, though, it was quite a revelation, wasn't it?
It was also a lie.
Not going so well for you now, is it, Steph? Looks like it's going to get a whole lot worse for you as well when Isla Forsyth takes the stand tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Where are you going?
Home.
But I invited you to stay for something to eat.
And I declined.
How long are you going to keep this up?
Keep what up?
This ice maiden act.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I think you do. Look, I've already said I'm sorry for yesterday. What more do I have to do?
You upset me. And offering a share of what I presume is a takeaway isn't going to wash.
Who said anything about a takeaway? I cooked it myself.
You haven't.
I have. And I promised there'd be 2 items off the agenda. There'll be no talk of either our families and no mention of Edna Birch. Now, what do you say?
So do you believe Adam?
No reason not to.
She could be a double murderess. This place gets more like Twin Peaks every day. What's your take on it?
Well, his evidence was pretty damning. What would you know?
Hey, he's a counsellor.
The counsellor who saved the post office, I might add.
No, it was my decision.
Yeah, but the council don't know that.
If I'd known it was going to get you back in favour, I would have kept it closed.
What are you still doing here?
Val.
I do not want chickenpox germs in my pub.
Chickenpox? Who's got chickenpox?
Oh, Mark.
I can't be near anyone with chickenpox, not in my condition.
Thank you for scaring off my customers.
I'm sorry.
I do not want sorry. Just go.
Oh.
I'll go and get my stuff from Andy's.
Oh, well, actually, you might as well leave it there, just for the night. I'm going to be going backwards and forwards to Holland tomorrow.
Why?
Well, to sort out the paperwork to adopt Dad.
I thought you'd figured it somewhere.
I'm going to need a clear head. You're better off staying with Andy till tomorrow.
The jury won't believe a word Adam said.
Do you reckon? Where is Steph anyway? Not in a runner, has she?
She did leave the court in rather a hurry.
I don't know where she is. She just said she had something urgent to attend to.
I've put John to sleep. She's gone out like a light.
Oh. Have you any idea how ridiculous you look?
I don't care. I don't care how stupid I look, as long as I don't catch the dreaded pox. I hope you're all waiting for a taxi.
We've nowhere else to go.
Well, I suggest you find somewhere.
We've looked.
Well, what about the B&B?
It's fully booked.
You haven't got 4 spare sleeping bags, have you? Looks like our only option's to kip down at the pavilion.
Oh, it's going to be freezing cold in this weather.
Still, Delilah, they're young. They'll be okay. Probably.
If any of my regulars catch it, I will have the lot of you.
Is that a yes?
But none of them go near the bar. The last thing I want is health and safety on me back for spreading germs.
Kind Auntie Val says it's okay, kids!
You and me should have a little talk, sweetheart.
So what was Steph's face like when he said she'd killed Shelley? Was there guilt written all over it?
I can't remember.
Oh, come on, Betty. I know you're dying to tell all.
No, I'm not, actually. There's a customer wants serving.
I'll have an orange juice, please. Edna, who's Tom whining and dining tonight?
Home?
Well, I've just been at home farm all day cooking for him. And then I was ushered out before the guest arrived.
Oh, no, you must have got it wrong. There's nothing in his diary.
Well, unless he's planning to eat a 3-course meal for 2 on his own, there's definitely somebody going to be there.
I've got a confession to make.
I saw Cheryl earlier. She's done the cooking, hasn't she?
Sorry.
I'm sure it'll be delicious.
Am I forgiving them for snapping at you?
I suppose so.
Only suppose.
Oh, all right. You are forgiven. I can't stay late tonight. Oof, Oakwell. Do remind me never to have the builders in again. There's dust everywhere, and the noise is driving me insane.
You could always stay here for the night.
I don't think Miss Edna would approve.
What Edna don't see won't hurt her. Anyway, you can always sneak out before she gets in.
Just like being teenagers again.
I know. Fun, isn't it?
Isn't it just?
You shouldn't be approaching witnesses. If the police weren't bending the rules, then I wouldn't have to.
Well, what do you want?
To know what you're going to say at court tomorrow.
I can't tell you that.
Is that because you're scared? Or is that because you know you're lying under oath? I should watch it, girl. They take perjury almost as seriously as murder, you know.
I'll be telling the truth.
That you killed your brother and tried to blame Adam?
But that isn't the truth, is it? You know I didn't do it, don't you? You know, Isla, I almost feel sorry for you. Allowing Adam to manipulate you in this way.
Adam's not manipulating me.
You must be blind if you can't see what he's doing.
He loves me.
He doesn't know the meaning of the word.
Oh, yes, he does. And I love him.
But he's a murderer.
Oh, you are.
I see him up there as my witness. I didn't kill my brother. But then you know that, don't you? Look, I shouldn't have come here, but I had to. My whole future depends on what you say tomorrow. I want you to do the right thing. I'm asking you to tell the truth.